The last day of operation for the Red Car Trolley. Let's go. 2 minutes to park open. Made it just in time. Hi.
All right.
Thank you.
Disney arrived in California to follow his dreams. Dreams which led to extraordinary achievements and wondrous adventures. Adventures.
There's already a line.
Majesties, budding towns, and foreign cities.
Oh, there's one right
They all find a place in his heart. Today, we invite you to explore your dreams as you experience your very own California adventure. For your safety and for those around you, we ask that you please walk to your next destination. Thank you and welcome to Disney California Adventure.
Oh, the manager's taking a selfie with the conductors. Cute. First ride of the last day.
Welcome aboard the Red Car Trolley. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside. And watch your children.
Para su seguridad, por favor permanezcan sentados con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas adentro del tranvía y cuiden a sus niños. Gracias.
I don't know that I've ever queued through the little building. I've sat under here. I've never queued. Are we on this one or are we the next one? No, we're next one. Okay. One more trolley and then we'll go. They're only running one because they've decided it's faster to do one trolley on a one-way trip. Someone said they can't run two, but there's literally the bypass in Hollywoodland, so I don't know if they just decided because one has to sit there for a little bit that doesn't help capacity. I don't know, but because they have the bypass in Hollywood where they pass each other. Yeah, but just one today, and then supposedly the other trolley will be sitting out here tomorrow. Two.
It'll be just a moment, okay? We're going to come back in about 15 minutes or so.
All right. We're only here for this.
15 minutes?
Yeah, room for what?
I can take it.
Welcome aboard the Red Car Trolley. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside. And watch your children.
Para su seguridad, por favor permanezcan sentados con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas adentro del tranvía y cuiden a sus niños. Gracias.
Usually in the morning, people are running past us to go to the games.
Sure. Come on in, guys. Watch your step, please. Watch your step, everybody. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Watch your step. Watch your step, guys. Hi. Watch your step, folks. Come on in. Watch your step, everybody. Anywhere you like. There you are. Watch your step there, guys. Watch your step. Yeah, we're gonna put one more body on each side there, guys. Watch your step, please. Watch your step.
So close.
Watch your step. You might have to split up here. If that's, yeah, is that gonna be a problem?
Welcome aboard the Red Car Trolley. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside. And watch your children.
Para su seguridad, por favor permanezcan sentados con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas adentro del tranvía y cuiden a sus niños. Gracias.
63 now departing Buena Vista for
the Red Car Trolley. My name is Smart. I'll be your conductor on the light. Driving our trolley today is our awesome motorman, Kurt. Everybody say hello, Kurt.
Hello, Kurt.
Woo, that was very
I
energetic.
was about to say that's actually one of the best ones we've had today so far.
I like it.
All right, so the trolley is going to be servicing on a guaranteed one-way trip down to Sunset Boulevard, but don't worry, we will have a stopover at Hollywood Boulevard right before that. All right, now starting off on this tour, we're going to be making our way into Park Basin, which is a little busy downtown district of Buena Vista Street. Now here on the right-hand side, we are passing by trolley trees where you can actually see some of our professional artists creating some that looks like Rice Krispie trees right now. Right now we are focusing on Valentine's
Thank
Day
you, guys.
items as well as some of our Junior items, which will be lasting until the 16th. All right, now the storyline behind trolley trees is that it's actually opened by the couple, the Carrowoods. Mr. Carrowwood wanted a spot to actually store his trains, and Mrs. Carrowwood wanted a spot to actually create her confectionaries. So you see the happy merriment of the two, especially when you see in the windows. But you kind of see the little disconnect when you walk into the store and you just look up top and there's all the model trains there. Now, outside of storytelling, Carrowwood is a very important name for us here in the Walt Disney Company. Does anybody know the significance for the name Carrowwood?
I do because I work here, but I don't know about them.
Carrowwood
so
Pacific.
Carrowwood is actually the name of Walt Disney's backyard railroad. Yeah, so you see those pictures where you see Walt sitting on kind of like a small engine, he has kids on the back. That's actually his mini model trains that he's run around his backyard, and the backyard railroad was the Carrowwood Railroad. Now coming up on the left-hand side over here is going to be this really cool popcorn cart. Don't worry, it still connects. It's still about trains. The popcorn cart is actually designed after the California Limited, which was the train that Walt took when he actually came to Southern California in 1923. Now the train is still in existence today. It's actually privately owned by somebody over in Northern California. Now the popcorn cart itself is really cool. It's the only one in the parks where they actually make freshly made caramel corn. So if you'd want something a little extra sweet, more than welcome to do that over there. It's actually made right in front of you, unlike some of those bad ones inside of the stores. Now, I say inside the parks very specifically because over at Downtown Disney, we have the wonderful World of Sweets where if you are a fan of going to the German pavilion over at Epcot, they have the Werther's caramel popcorn over there. So you got a choice. Alright, so we are here at Hollywood Boulevard. This is going to be your stop for Monsters Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue and the Animation Building. Please remain seated until the trolley comes to a full complete stop. Those doors have opened and the lights have turned on. If you want to continue our tour, we'll be on our way around the corner to Sunset Boulevard in just a moment.
I have a feeling no one's gonna leave.
Just a hunch.
Alright, doors are swollen.
Very good. $623 now departing Hollywood for Sunset Boulevard.
Please remain fully seated, please.
Oh. Was someone being cheeky?
Yes,
Oh.
cheeky.
Wow.
Alright. So thank you folks for staying on board with us. So continuing on our tour straight up ahead, you're going to see the street looks like it goes on for miles and miles. It's actually a film trick called Forced Perspective. Now, it's a trick to make it street look like it's longer or something is actually larger than it really is. Now, we utilize that here at the Disneyland Resort over at Main Street, USA, very specifically. You can actually see the street looks like it goes on for a long time. The castle looks massive. But really, it starts off as a 3-story tall building, and you make your way down and over towards the end of the street where it's a single-story building. All right, folks, please remain seated until the trolley comes to a full complete stop. Doors open and lights have turned on. This is Sunset Boulevard. Now, there's not much of a line, but as long as I can have at least 2 seats, well, you can see on board. All right, please watch your step if you're exiting off over here now.
Thank you, guys. Watch your step, please.
Watch is a great way to kill time. Thank you.
Watch your step, everybody. And if you want to ride again, you want to do it this morning, okay? Just a little pro tip for you, because tonight, especially as the day gets older, it's going to get nuts. Just nuts. All right, and now you get to hear a really loud recording. Yay!
Welcome aboard the Red Car Trolley. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside. And watch your children.
Para su seguridad, por favor permanezcan sentados con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas adentro del tranvía y cuiden a sus niños. Gracias.
Alrighty, folks, good morning and welcome aboard the Red Car Trolley. For those of you just joining us, my name's Lauren. I'll be your conductor on the line, and driving our trolley today is our talented motorman, Kurt. Everybody say hello, Kurt.
Hello, Kurt.
Yes. Look at that. We love the energy. What did you say, Lewin?
I'm just happy when people are awake at this hour, you know?
What's being awake at this early hour? I don't understand the concept.
Well, I've been up since 3:30.
I mean, same? About the same? Yes? And then I had a cat going, hey, it's breakfast.
So guys, if you want to ride the trolley, you want to go to the next station. We're not going to be picking up here. Yeah, just walk to the next station. There you go.
Yeah, there's no line right now, so you guys will be good to go.
We're here to help, not hurt.
Yeah, that is true. We are here to help. We're also here to get tours. Yeah. All right, guys. So coming up over here on the right-hand side, you're going to see award winners. Now, award winners will be opening up in a little while, probably about in an hour or so. So this place is actually where you can get some delicious hot dogs. It's the best hot dogs in Hollywoodland, I tell you. Granted, being the only hot dogs in Hollywoodland. Yeah, you know, it's actually really cool because they just won an award for Best Wiener in a Supporting Role. What? It's right there. It says it on the marquee.
Oh, man, we need a new writer.
I didn't write it. I was just pointing something out. Not me? Oh, okay. Okay. If you guys didn't get it, I'll let y'all catch up. I have to muster up a lot of courage to talk about these things around here. All right, now. We've made our way here to Carthay Circle. Now, on the right-hand side, you're seeing the Storyteller statue, which features a young Walt Disney and his most famous creation, Mickey Mouse. Now, Walt came to Southern California in 1923 to be able to make movies that entertain people. So 5 years later, that's when he created Mickey Mouse. And And then the rest, as they say, is history. But before that, he actually did make another creation, and that is Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Now, he did lose Oswald as soon as he left NBC. So he actually didn't have the rights for him for a very long time, not until about 2006. That's when we reintroduced Oswald over here to the Walt Disney Company after obtaining him. And with that, we actually got Oswald here in the parks as a meet and greet over at Buena Vista Street. And also, Oswald's very first reappearance with our company is actually in a video game called Disney's Epic Mickey. It's a great game. So, it actually started off as a Wii game. Yes, I'm going to be talking about this for a little bit. The special edition came with a paintbrush for one, and then you were able, basically when you were fighting, you actually switch the paintbrush around, and it actually got the areas repainted, and of course destroyed any of the creatures that were going around trying to cause havoc. Alright, so we are here at Buena Vista Street now. Coming up here on the left-hand side, you're going to see the Atwater's Ink and Paint. Now you can actually see the Atwater School for Animation, where you can see there's a few names over there on the side. Those are actually the main young animators for the Walt Disney Company, so which we would like to reference to as the 9 Old Men. Well, not me. That's actually what Walt called all of them. So those animators, of course, were in charge for a good chunk of his items, including, his Silly Symphony cartoons, and of course some of his major movies. Alright folks, please remain seated until the trolley comes on board. Please stop, those doors have opened and the lights have turned on. This is going to be Buena Vista Street, your stop to everything in the front of the park. Please remain seated until the trolley comes on board. Please stop, doors have opened and the lights have turned on. If you want to hop back in the lane, you're more than welcome to. Please watch yourself when you're exiting now. If you miss your step and step on your watch, it's a great way to kill time. I see a wild bug.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Welcome aboard Red Car. The farewell run today. Doing another round. I'm going to see if I can make it, try to get back here and get some popcorn.
We'll be back about 20.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going to go on a ride, yeah.
That's fine. Reason that you're all sitting down on our box. Okay? Thank you.
Yeah, watch out.
Make sure you're sitting down, please.
Welcome aboard the Red Car Trolley. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside. And watch your children.
Para su seguridad, por favor permanezcan sentados con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas adentro del tranvía y cuiden a sus niños. Gracias.
Ooh, celebrities. Wild and Judy Hopps right there on the left. Sorry, I got off the regular stuff. But, oh, celebrities. And on Hollywood Boulevard. How about that? It's like the real Hollywood Boulevard, you know? Except our Spider-Man doesn't have a fanny pack. All right, well, welcome aboard Red Car Trolley 623. I'm Sean, your conductor. That's Derek, the driver. We're taking you all the way down to Buena Vista Street. That sounds fun, right? Right now we are cruising down Hollywood Boulevard and passing the lovely animation building right back there on the left. The big purple building. An homage to the Roy E. Disney animation building that's still in Burbank to this day. If you're driving down the freeway in the Burbank area, you see a big Sorcerer Mickey hat, you know where you are. Yeah, that's right. I see some nods. Got some Angelinos on here. What else? What else? Now, our particular animation building, chock full of activities. You can have a meet and greet with Anna or Elsa. That's right. It's usually Anna or Elsa. They like to break each other. They need to rest. You don't want to cranky ice queen, a lot of icy glares, cold shoulders. You're on vacation. You don't need that. But we do have Turtle Talk with Crush as well, a 15-minute comedy talk show featuring Crush the Turtle. Everyone knows who Crush the Turtle is, right? Yeah, he swims in every day from the EAC to answer our humanly trivial questions. Mostly from the kids, but the adults too, and man, are they trivial, like, ooh, why is the sky blue? Why is the ocean wet? Why are you a turtle? Why are you green? What do you eat? Do you have kids? How many? What are their names? Ew, that's a weird name. You know, kid stuff. He's a pro. Answer all their questions with both ease and grace. Of course, lastly, they've got the Animation Academy in there. It's a full-on lecture hall featuring Disney-trained artists, and they will attempt to train you how to draw as well. I say attempt because I've been in there many times, and I still don't know. But that has nothing to do with them. They are very good. They have a different character almost every half hour. I don't have the schedule for that like I usually do, otherwise I would tell you. Oh well. Go check it out. You can check it out over there. They'll be happy to tell you. But right now we're passing the #1 attraction in this whole area. You can expect long lines every morning. It's right here on the left in Starbucks. You guys have heard of Starbucks? Yeah, it's a little coffee shop from I think up in the Seattle area. You're trying to make it big, so they hit up Disney like, hey Disney, can we put a shop in your park and try to get this thing off the ground? And everyone knows the name Starbucks now. That's how it went down. That's a story, right? No? That is a story. You are correct. No. That particular Starbucks is of note, though. It is the first ever Starbucks inside of a Disney theme park. It was put in 2012 with a renovation of this whole area of Buena Vista Street. We got Carthay Circle, and we even got this here Red Car Trolley 12 years ago. Until today. Alright, we're approaching the last stop, the end of the line. Please remain seated until we come to a full and complete stop, and the doors have opened. This is Buena Vista Street.
Derek, somebody get it.
I was looking more at the overhead.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
All right, we do ask that everyone disembark as we have flight.
Of course, I've been getting heckled all morning.
Appreciate it. Thanks for riding. Watch your step. Watch your step. And watch your step. I appreciate it. Thanks for riding. Watch your step. Watch your step. Thanks for riding.
I'm digging those hands.
Watch your step. Thanks for riding. Watch your step.
I like it.
The time is 2:18 p.m. The line, at least on Buena Vista Street for the Red Car Trolley, is not only full behind the trolley, it's also going down that way. All the way back there. And they are running one trolley up and down the street because they believe that's faster, so, and it might be, but yeah, it's a very long wait. I don't know if we're going to get to do it again today. We might have had all our rides. We'll see it. We're at least going to walk the route and then see what it looks like at the end of the day and maybe follow it for its last ride. So it is around 4:45. What's happening here is past and current, well, if I can zoom, past and current crew, cast members of the Red Car Trolley are meeting here on the last day of the Red Car Trolley. They're going to try to take a giant group photo, essentially. I see people lining up trying to get in size order. I see guests are trying to take the photo from the flagpole and such. I kind of want to get in here and let's see if we can sneak in and see this photo happen. Let's go in here. I someday hope to cross this crowd. There we go. We're through the crowd. Let's get in here. There we go. I don't know how they're gonna. We need some wide angle lens, man. I'm gonna swing to this side. This is very cute. Very cute.
Big camera, 3, 1, 2, 3, right here. Big camera, 3, 1, 2, 7,
And he tooted. He tooted with them. So the line is, they're saying it's an hour right now. The time is currently 5:45 p.m. The trolley's pulling in now. Let's go greet him as he comes in, and then I'll give you guys, what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna give you kind of like a little history walk of the trolley route, essentially, but here he comes. Of course, there's two trolleys. There's the 623 and the 717. 717 not running today, just the 623, which I do prefer. I know people always say that. I prefer the 717 because it's, you know, what I think of the trolley, having seen Roger Rabbit. But obviously at some point they also looked like this. There goes the... We're gonna go over here to tell the proper story of the trolley. We're gonna go to the dedication plaque. So here is the dedication plaque. This is from June 15th of 2012 when they rededicated the park. That was when Cars Land opened, and also Buena Vista Street. The completion of the reimagining. And it also includes, obviously, Michael Eisner said it first, and then Bob Iger reiterated when they rededicated the park that day. But yeah, the park originally opened in 2001, February 8th, which is today, February 8th. What are we looking at?
The dedication plaque.
Which plaque is it? Isn't
That's the
that
Eisner one.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Aren't both their names on this one?
That's the
Yeah, but Eisner's name is on it. It's the, yeah. Is the original, isn't that the time capsule?
Oh, this is the rededication.
Oh, this is what he said that day?
Yeah. Well, this is
No, this is the time capsule.
Oh,
Arlo?
This is rededication.
Arlo.
I see it says time capsule.
This is the time capsule. 2037, they will open this time capsule. That's the plaque. He reread the dedication. The dedication didn't change. He just said it again in 2012. Anyway, I digress. That's the time capsule. I'm trying to tell him this is they threw the old plaque out. Both of their names, Eisner and Iger, are on this one. But yeah, the reimagining of this park, obviously when this park opened, we're going to walk the trolley route while I talk. When this park first opened, it was not very Disney. It did not succeed. It was kind of a disaster. This was Sunshine Plaza, which was awful. The idea was from the outside, it looked like a giant postcard, and when you're in it, it looked like trash, is the nicest way I can put it. This was the Golden Gate Bridge. And then there was a facade that was literally sheet metal. Over here, the Engineer Toys was sheet metal for a facade.
The under track for the bridges, for the Golden Gate Bridge is still there.
Yeah, I mean, this is still the bones, yeah. The bones are here. Some construction on Buena Vista Street right now, but what's funny, because I mean, that's what most people remember about coming to this park in the transition was walls and walls and walls and walls. We'll hang out here till the trolley rolls by. I remember you couldn't even go through here. There was a temporary entrance to the park, which is on the side of Soren. Maybe we'll walk over there for memory's sake. Yeah. This was all walled off, but I mean, a lot of this is all the bones of what was there. So the mural was up here, and the restrooms are still the same restrooms that were essentially behind the mural. The ones out over there behind the trolley the trolley station.
There's one original facade left.
Oh, out over there.
Yeah, but it's covered right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, the front of this park was just not welcome. I mean, you have Disneyland across the way, which is Main Street, which is about as charming as it gets. And I think they wanted what was a charming way to welcome people to this park. And it would be the Hollywood of yesteryear, the Hollywood that Walt Disney arrived in, the Los Angeles he arrived in with his suitcase and a dream. $40 is his name at the time. And it was cool to emulate. If Disneyland is like the realization of his dream, then a park that celebrates how he arrived at said dream was a cool idea. It worked really well. So you enter the Los Angeles that was the Los Angeles he found when he arrived. And obviously at that time, you know, Roger Rabbit is just a movie, but it's emblematic of the time. The trolley was an important part of transportation. There are certainly, I'm not going to try to give you real world history. There are a lot of great books, there's a lot of great videos, there are a lot of great documentaries out there you can watch about the history of Los Angeles, why the Red Car Trolley went away, the controversies that surround that. I'm not going to try to tell you that because that's not my zone. My zone is theme parks. So what I will tell you is obviously the Red Car Trolley operated in California for a number of years. It was a major form of transportation, if not the most major form, and it went away. And so people obviously have a nostalgia for the things of their childhood or the past. And Disney, in trying to build a land that people would fall in love with, playing into the local audience, it's, well, let's build the Los Angeles that either they grew up with or they never got to see. And that's what you have here. The Carthay Circle Theater is no longer a building that exists. So it was a chance to bring an icon of Los Angeles back, and another icon of Los Angeles that needed to come back in their eyes was the trolley. And the trolley brings an important kinetic energy. You know, I don't want to get into a Star Wars Galaxy's Edge argument, but one of the big problems of that land is a lack of kinetic energy. It's beautiful placemaking, it's gorgeous design, but it lacks life. And so not only is Buena Vista Street, it's this charming scale, it evokes nostalgia, but you also have not only a nostalgic element in the trolley, but also kinetic energy, which people bustling up and down the street, the trolley running up and down, and then also just, we just talked to a number of cast members who have previously worked the trolley. It does make it feel like a real little town. It creates the proper atmosphere, the proper vibe. And there she goes. So yeah, reimagining of the park, and it was such an important moment because this park was not well attended. People didn't like it, and the moment this and Cars Land opened, everything changed. It was suddenly a success, and it felt like for the longest time on the right path. And obviously now, you know, as far as classic or you know, the Disney I know, the Disney most of you know, the quintessential Disney is all about story. And a park themed to California, they really nailed it. They had a lot of things that emphasized that story. And now, as we get into Marvel and the Avengers and Pixar Pier becoming a thing, like it's more about intellectual property than it is about what the theme of the park is, which don't get me wrong, Cars is an IP, but it was an IP that worked into the story of California. Car culture, Route 66, it worked really, really well. We'll walk the trolley path.
The bridge is still there. The bridge based on
What are you talking about?
Glendale Hyperion.
Yeah, it's a real bridge, yeah. Yeah, not everything on this street is bulldozed and no longer.
Almost
It's like
all
Hollywood.
of it is.
Well, Hollywood Studios is like the two where there's things that are, homages to things that no longer exist, but there's also like recreations of things that still exist, like the fountain, a much smaller version of that fountain from Pasadena area. Or is that that's by the park? It's by Griffith Park, the fountain, I think. Sorry, I'm not from here, so some of my Los Angeles geography might be slightly fuzzy. Arlo's not originally from here, so he can't help me either.
No idea.
So the trolley first stop would be Carthay Circle, which isn't operating today. That's over there by Guest Relations. Oh, the Newsboys? Yeah, I mean, we can talk about Newsboys. This is right about where Newsboys used. Is that the line we had to stand on? Is it still here?
It's for the parade route, but this was the line.
Yeah. So Red Car Newsboys was right here. For those that don't know, in 2012 when the trolley debuted, they had two shows that debuted here in this area. Five and Dime, who came out in their car, and then the Red Car Newsboys, which came out on the trolley. So the trolley would stop running so they could load the Newsboys in and do that show. And their whole way in and out, the Newsboys would sing, but then they'd stop here, actually get out of the trolley and do a show. And then Mickey would seem to emerge from the trolley, but he really came from back there. But either way, he would sing Suitcase and a Dream about Walt arriving with said suitcase and said dream. It was a wonderful show, lasted a couple years, and even got a 60th anniversary overlay in 2015, which I don't think was the better version, but nonetheless, it was a really great show. The soundtrack is out there. I think if you haven't seen it, go watch it. We have it here on the channel. Go watch it wherever. You should, widen your world and see that if you haven't experienced that. It was really great. And an homage to Newsies, which not the most well-known Disney franchise. I know you maybe live in a world now where you're like, well, that's the Broadway musical, and it's maybe more of a known thing now. But the people that know Newsies are mostly not people that saw it in theaters, mostly kids who grew up with the Disney Channel, where it would be played ad nauseum. It was one of those movies that just played all the time on that channel. Before Disney bought Star Wars and Marvel, their film catalog, and Fox, their film catalog's a little smaller than it is now, and so there wasn't, so much for them to play. But so people got to. It's not a trolley thing, though.
It had to because of this.
Because
it had the arch.
Oh, the arch? Yeah, I guess so. But I don't care about that. That's this. The trolley erased garbage. I'm not celebrating the garbage. Anyway. Yeah, so Newsies wasn't really a thing. The Broadway musical had happened the year before, but still wasn't. I think more people know Newsies now than did then. The musical brought it back into consciousness, but I think the Newsboys helped with that a bit too. It did have music from that. There's some original songs and some songs from that film / musical. Fun little thing. I remember when the construction walls were here. On the construction walls was the fake, the Buena Vista Bugle. There was a fake newspaper on the wall. They actually gave out those newspapers for the first couple years after the reimagining of the park. You could go to these little newspaper, racks. They're kind of like metal racks. There was one at Guest Relations. I forget where the other one was. And you'd pick up this free newspaper that told you, some of it was fake news stories. Some of it was actual information about what you could do in the park or on Buena Vista Street. But it was a really cute little touch. But again, Disney's really good at sometimes putting a lot of effort and thought and money into things, and then over time, park operations just deciding they either A, don't need them, or B, don't want to spend the money on them anymore. And the trolley and Newsboys and the Buena Vista Bugle all fall under that, where they're not things the park necessarily needs, but part of Imagineering, a big part of Imagineering. Here's the Hollywood Boulevard stop for the trolley. This is also the bypass for the two trolleys. One could be stopped here, another one could go around from here. But part of Imagineering, what Imagineers always tell you is part of the job is anticipating needs that the guests didn't know they had. And so, no guest came in thinking, oh man, I need a show right here in front of Carthay Circle with newsboys on a trolley. Or, oh, I need to take home a fake newspaper as a souvenir that's free with my admission. Those are not things anyone thinks they need, but once you have them, they become these surprise and delights. Like maybe you came to the park to experience Cars Land, but there were little surprises along the way that you never anticipated.
I need to connect with your phone. AirDrop. Later. Yeah.
What's happening?
I think that's the line.
Or are they using
Hyperion.
They're using the Hyperion as a cue. Can you go take photos, please?
She was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they sure are. Wow, the Hyperion is being used as a queue. I mean, why not? That's closed too. Holy cow. Wow. I want to go in there and see how far it goes. Let's go over there and find out. A lot of management has come out. I think it's quickly exceeding their expectations, I think, of how much people love this thing. Good for people. I'm glad people showed up. Look at this. Look at this queue all the way down here. That's fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love this. This is what we like to see. People showing how much they appreciate something when management is convinced they probably don't need to pay for it anymore. Love it. Yeah, so this is the last stop today. This has not always been the last stop on the trolley. Before Avengers Campus came and ruined my life. Sorry, I hate Avengers Campus. I like Guardians. Doesn't mean I like where they put it. But anyway, obviously the Tower of Terror used to be here. It was part of Hollywoodland, which was then Hollywood Pictures backlot. And with that, obviously the trolley takes place in Los Angeles. Hollywood is in Los Angeles, so it's part of the story. So traveling from Buena Vista Street into Hollywood wasn't weird. It worked. The cool thing is we go down here. One of the ads in the trolley used to be for the Tower of Terror, those ads up above you. That got replaced with the Sunset Showcase ad later, but there was one for Tower. Tower also tied into Buena Vista Street. The Fiddler, Pfeiffer, and Practical, the three sisters who performed, the musicians, in the cafe. It's still in there. There's a poster about them performing at the Tower, Hollywood Tower Hotel. The three sisters that opened the cafe. A lot of connective tissue. The cool thing was down on this side, before this building got put here, there was a gate that was about visiting California, and it showed the red car as a way to travel all over the place, and it showed different little postcards, kind of like almost like Polaroid photos or postcards on it. It's long gone now. And then Bugs Land would start, I think essentially right over here is where you'd enter a Bugs Land.
Which wasn't there before they built the trolley. This entrance wasn't there before they built the trolley.
Yeah, that was part of the expansion, completing the loop. Yeah. But this is where the trolley goes in now, but there is no stop down this far. And hasn't been since Avengers Campus opened. Now the sad thing is, in order to accommodate the original Avengers Campus project, they closed the trolley in April of 19. And then it didn't end up opening due to both the construction and then due to COVID until the summer of 2022. They didn't bring the trolley back. And so at that point, obviously people were scared the trolley was never going to come back to begin with, but it did. And so to have survived that, to only then be victim to an Avengers Campus expansion is pretty sad. Do I think they're going to rip out the tracks? Do I think they're going to do any work beyond ripping out the trolley barn, which is the thing that's in the way of Avengers Infinity Defense and, you know, the Stark Flight lab attraction? No, I think they'll leave it. I think they'll leave the tracks, and at least leaves people hope. I know maybe it's false hope like the People Mover, but a false hope that at some point some management will care and build a place to store 2 small trolleys to bring some charm back in. But at least for now, for the foreseeable future, maybe forever, there will not be a trolley running. It'll just be sitting at the front for people to take a photo with. No. I don't want to talk about the parade route. I don't care about the Ratatouille float in the Pixar Play Parade.
And paint.
And paint the night and all the... Yeah, obviously the trolley lines have been an issue for parades since day one. Now the question is, will they leave the lines up or do you take them down so you could do something? But Better Together is already built with the trolley lines in mind, so there's no real good reason to take them down, I think. But maybe they will take them down. I mean, they're not their own poles. They're connected to poles that have lighting for shows and parades, so maybe you do just pop them off. Which I remember a time when Arlo was like a baby, when they were building this, where some fans were very upset about the trolley lines going in, and it just, there's all this mess everywhere from these trolley lines. And now look at the hundreds and thousands of people who showed up today to say goodbye to the trolley, a beloved part of this park, which, you know, this park was hideous before, so I don't think any sensible human being was not upset that some trolley lines had been popped, you know, into the skyline. Hollywood Boulevard was not necessarily a beloved section of this park then, but yeah, that's a brief little history of the red car at DCA, and now we're going to complete our goodbye. We're going to see how the rest of this night unfolds. It's going to be wild based on what we just saw at the Hyperion. To complete our tour, we got to go to Trolley Treats. So there is the confectionery, or bakery, if you will, here at DCA is themed to the trolley when they rethemed all of this. I think, was it Bakersfield Bakery was the old bake shop? When it was over that way, but yeah, the Zephyr, but yeah, they all were behind the train facade. But the Bakersfield Bakery was down that way. This was Engineer Toys down here, I think, on the corner. But the Red Car Trolley, I mean, obviously it's called Trolley. No, that was down that way. Engineer Toys was on the corner. I don't even know that it's running. Okay, I'm gonna go out here because people are knocking things over. Okay, let's try this again. I don't think it's running, but there's a trolley. Where is he? He's going that way. Bye, trolley. Oh, he's running. That's the one they sold in 2012. There were two, there was a little train set version of the trolley you could buy. There's also a remote control one. There's a little one. There he goes. So this is Trolley Treats. Next stop, Candy Mountain. Candy Mountain was something that was drawn up for Fantasyland at one point during Walt's life. Casey Jr. was going to run over it, which is why there's a train running on a Candy Mountain at the candy store. So we come full circle. Candy shop, trolley themed. Finally finding a place for Rock Candy Mountain to exist. It was on the 3rd level. Yeah, I didn't even see it go by. But yeah, there's Mickey. There he goes again. So, I mean, I guess it'll continue to live here in this window and in the photo op, so not completely gone. have decided to ride the trolley again. I can now say I have waited within the queue and facade of the Hyperion Theater for the Red Car Trolley. A moment in time. They said it's going to be about, what did they say, an hour? About an hour, which will put us right near the end. So we'll see how this goes. So it looks like we, without really much trying, are going to be the second to last trolley ever. The count is really weird. So the trolley seats 20 guests. And what ended up happening is what always seems to happen at these things. There's now a total of 7 people that are going to be the last trolley. And look, I don't want to hear that I'm complaining, because I am not. But there are people on our side of the street waiting who like plead to be on the last trolley, and they said no, and they're just going to send these like 7 people. Although I'm waiting for people to, in typical closing fashion, people just magically to appear out of the woodwork and who know cast members and just be on the last one. But maybe that won't happen. Maybe I've just been through this so many times in my life that I'm used to it. But it seems kind of crazy that it's going to be that empty on the last trolley ever.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Again, we weren't trying to be last, and I don't really mind, but I just think it's weird that it's going to be a very empty trolley.
This is my last trip.
You got
WDWNT today. I've been watching you guys for so long. I absolutely
Oh, thank you so much.
for like news and stuff.
I appreciate it. How's it going?
Good to see you guys all the way from Florida.
Yep, for
I
this.
I'm behind you, but it's like, wait.
Just for the trolley.
Right? Now I'm going to take a ride out. It looks like it shouldn't be on.
See, I thought I came here. I was like, I brought my dogs. I just had. I was representing the office. He needs an escort home. I will say I did like Rogers more than I thought I would. Oh, Rogers. I gotta see if my dog training.
Man.
All right, friends. Thanks for joining us. Welcome aboard.
Okay.
Welcome, friends. Nice ass, nice coordination.
Thank you.
Welcome, friends.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Welcome aboard. Watch your steps. Welcome, my friends.
Why are you on the way over there?
Hi there,
I like to
friends.
be close to the
Welcome aboard. Watch
console.
your step, friends. Nice hat.
Before it's ripped.
Yeah, pretty much.
I went from driving ECV to driving this. I graduated pretty quickly. Hi there, friends. Welcome aboard. Watch your step.
What comes after this then, after you graduate?
I'll get to drive the Quinjet. Yeah. Avengers Campus. I'm kidding. I'm not certified yet.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
So what's the plan for the last trip? Is it going to be cast members only? Like,
They haven't said anything about it. I think. All right, friends. We'll be departing in just a moment. We're just making sure we get as many people on as possible so they can all have this wonderful experience. How many more? Yeah.
I think they split it. There's so many people.
oh my Jesus.
And now there's a mob.
They're gonna have to keep track of who is.
This is a hot mess. Oh, I did. I did. Are you doing what you're doing here? Oh, word. You gonna go backstage after this?
Hi. All right, friends.
No, we have three more, but thank you for being here. I don't see why they're winning.
Your doors are swell, Mikey. New friend. All right, here we go.
Welcome aboard the Red Car Trolley. For your safety, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside. And watch your children.
Para su seguridad, por favor permanezcan sentados con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas adentro del tranvía y cuiden a sus niños. Gracias.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Red Car Trolley 623. My name's Trotter. I'm going to be your conductor. Up front, we have our amazing and talented motors. That's Mikey. Hi, guys. Round of applause. Yes. Hi. That's the encouragement Mikey needs to stay on track. Don't tell him that's not how tracks work. Now, my friends, we are entering into Hollywoodland. We have lots of references to both film and Hollywood history here. Now, one I'd like to point out on the left-hand side where it says flowers, sweets, and pets. That's an example of Art Deco architecture. You'll find that in Los Angeles, primarily around like the LA Library. That was very prominent in a lot of the expansions, post-1920s, 1930s, pre-war. Now, that was also used in a lot of film. For example, those old school film noir, those dark, gritty kind of detective movies, use that architecture to make stuff feel dark, claustrophobic, literally gritty, or generally like Batman the Animated Series. Now, another example on the left-hand side of some of our architecture, we have the most popular building in Hollywoodland. Yes, my friends, is the restroom.
Is that Tom Corbin?
It is.
In this house, a mansion built by the architect Frank Lloyd Wright in 1928. It's also Julian Rocketeer in the 1990s, whereas they say the late 1900s. God, every time. I worked with 18-year-olds, dude. Come on. Now, on the right, we have my favorite popcorn cart. It's my favorite for two reasons. One, I'm a history nerd, you can tell. And that brushed nickel-looking, like stainless steel-looking facade is meant to look like a type of train called the Streamliner. This is a very fast type of train in the 1920s and 30s. And this really helped with a lot of carrying people to the Southern California area. For example, type of trains that probably brought Walt to Southern California. Now, another thing about it is it's my favorite popcorn cart. It's the only one in the DCA theme park where you can actually get fresh caramel corn. You can get like pre-packaged stuff. It's the only place to get it made fresh. If you want, you can actually get a half regular popcorn, half caramel corn. Make sure the cast member is over the age of 25 if you call that a normal popcorn. It was awkward for me. It was all thing.
Wow.
Now, my friends, we're going to be entering our version of Main Street. This is called Buena Vista Street. It means good view in Spanish. It's actually named after the street that the current Walt Disney Animation Studio is located on in Burbank. Now, this whole area is meant to look like what Walt experienced and saw when he came to SoCal in 1923. A good example is on the left, Charlie Tree's Confectionery. It's my favorite candy store. You see where I work, I'm biased. But if you notice, all the shops around it are pretty small. That's intentional. LA in the 1920s was not a big city. It was not a metropolitan area like Chicago, New York, or San Francisco. It was actually a bunch of small towns and villages connected by the Pacific Electric Railway and the big red guy in LA, gotta have traffic. Yep. Just saying. Now, the same way everyone got around was this type of Pacific Electric Railway. Now, at its peak, it took over 65 million passengers where they needed to go every year. However, it was phased out in the 1960s in favor of the highway system. Does anyone know what movie we actually made about that? Roger Rabbit. Exactly. Who framed Roger Rabbit? Except our Toontown's nowhere near as creepy. Now, friends, please remain seated until July comes to a full. Quickly stop doors have open and lights turned on. Thank you so much for joining us for the end.
Thank you, Trotter. Thank you, Mikey.
All right, friends, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. We do have another car. We need the load, so we're going to say
Thank you all.
Have
Thank
a great
you.
night.
One last time. I gotta ring the bell one.
JR, one time on the bell. You're good. There we go. Yay!
Can I do one?
Let's do it. Yay!
Wait, am I allowed to?
Let's go.
Dreams come true.
All right, guys, make sure we're just touching that once, my friends, okay?
Okay.
Watch your step, friends.
You broke it. Oh, no.
Okay, hang on. Let's stop.
pies y piernas adentro del tranvía. Y cuiden a sus niños. Gracias.
I'll be back here. All right, folks, please make sure you're pulling up those red car trolley.
What did they just say?
Put your hands together for Mickey Minnie Mouse! Once again, folks, please make sure you are fully off those red bricks, my friend.
Once again, folks, let's play those bricks, please. Those red bricks, folks. You guys should have made this feel over there.
Coming through, Fred, coming through.
Kick the strip. Kick the strip. Kick the strip.
where we started from.
Oh my god.
Someone shield like, follow, and subscribe. Oh man.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night. One down. We're at the end of it. The final straw. Here we go. I got you. I got you. Keep it up. That was weird.
Hopefully they will let us record going to the trolley farm.
You're doing great, Mickey. You're doing great, Mickey. You're doing great. Keep it up, Mickey. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Mickey, want you guys to sing happy birthday now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear California girl. Happy birthday to you. 3 cheers for Red Trolley. Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Amazing Red Car Trolley! Oh, big boom! Red Car Trolley gets 5 big boom! 2 bits! for another ride. See you soon.
No pressure. There's just thousands of people viewing. You guys rock!
Your heart is your dreams. Request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star as dreams. Faith is kind. She brings to the velvet of their secret longing, like a bolt out of the blue. Faith steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Farewell, Red Car Trolley. I'll see you very soon. All right, man. Go ahead. You need to do it.